What is going on, guys? Welcome to Outside the Brand. This is your Royal Rumble 2024 post-show review for Sunday, January 28th, 2024. I'm your host, Phil, and of course, this is Outside the Brand. Thank you so much for joining us right here on your Sunday afternoons, wherever you may be. We are in the midst of playoff football right now. We got the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Guys, we are here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Fucking Dak Prescott. But we're here to talk about the Royal Rumble. Guys, it was a very, very, interesting and fun event to go through. Starting off with the Women's Rumble, ending with the Men's Rumble, and the other two matches in between. Guys, we fucking did it. We fucking did it. We're going to Mania, baby. We got that story locked down. He pointed to Roman straight away, guys. So if you don't know who the hell
he said,
he's
"Look, you
facing,
bitch ass motherfucker, coming for you." And Roman said, "What? Is he talking to me? Is he talking to me?"
Yes.
So, he's like, "Is he talking to me? Or are you talking to me?" Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, he talking to you. You no showing ass motherfucker.
No shit, Sherlock. He is talking to you.
It's gonna be great to have a champion that's there weekly.
He is going to go to WrestleMania, do the damn thing, and just have, the greatest of all time, finishing that goddamn story. That honestly should have ended last year.
Be there too.
But
we're
here.
Be there to see it.
We got to do it. We're going to do it.
Times like this.
And it's time.
Like this.
So TJ, Jesus, my God, I'm dying over here. Loff, Trent, how the hell are y'all feeling about that man finally getting able to finish that story?
I'll tell you how I'm feeling. First of all, hey, not you, Phil, but Phillip Brooks, how you feeling, huh? Talked all that shit. I didn't wait 10 years to lose to Dusty Sun. Well, guess what?
Yes,
Dusty Sun threw your ass over the top rope. Get ready to learn the Clears the Kingdom, buddy.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
I can't wait to say that in Saul's ear at WrestleMania when Cody.
Here we go. Yo. Hey, listen. I want to be serious for a second. I know we messing around, but I want to say something real quick. And this is me being serious. Don't be laughing. Don't be laughing. Shut the fuck up, all of y'all who are talking about Cody. Shut up, and I mean this 100% from the top of my scalp to the bottom of my tippy toes. Shut up. Cody Rhodes is going to WrestleMania. Not Dwayne. Not Dwayne. It's over. Wrap it up. Say goodbye. Your time has ended.
Out of time.
We won the debate, and we won the debate. Me and Phil, y'all thought it was just a debate. Nah, we were letting you know what was about to happen. Huh? We were letting y'all know what was about to go down. But everyone's saying, "Oh, no, shut up. Stop listening to dirt sheets. Stop. They're only going to run you into a wall. Shut up. You're stupid. Shut up. Shut up. Nigga."
Yeah. We're looking at you, I-Beast. You the main meat eater of Roman Reigns. Talking about something. It's going to be rock and roll, and Cody's not going to win it.
I blocked him. I keep negative people out of my life. Fuck that shit.
I mean, TJ, you said it best,
somebody check on Jay Aries. Jay, how you doing?
Yeah, Jay.
Love, what is it? Love, do the thing. Do the thing.
Your boy Jay.
Do the thing. Love, do the. What is it?
Jay. No, but TJ, you said it best, man. You said it best, man. I mean, these people were obviously leaking false information to these goddamn dirt sheets, and now they have to pay the price.
Exactly. Because what the fuck do you mean There's gonna be Cody versus Punk at Mania, and Gunther's gonna win the Rumble. How? Watch TV. Watch the TV, and you'll see how none of that makes any damn sense. Let's just 180-degree pivot everything we got going on, brother. Just because we don't want to see Roman versus Cody again. We don't want to hear Cody's theme song in the main event of WrestleMania. I can't stand to see T.O.B. right. It can't be Cody. It can't be my father merchant. I can't have my tribal chief not win the Mania match.
Do people think like this?
That's how it sounds.
Yes.
Get
Yes.
Roman out your mouth.
That's exactly what people say all the time on Wrestle Talk. It's crazy, which is kind of the reason why I'm like, having at least another sensible human on Wrestle Talk like you possibly in the months to come or whatever you want to do with your content now. It'll be great.
Bro,
seriously.
Why would people be upset about Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble? It makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I mean,
winning Mania last year, he gets another chance this year. What is the issue? And WWE's updating the record books. That's what they're doing. They're updating all the record books. That's why Roman's been champion for 3.5 years, because they haven't had a real champion like this hold the belt for that long. And now they're having we haven't had a back-to-back winner since Stone Cold Steve Austin in 26 years. Let's have Cody do it. That's what they're doing. I don't know why.
I'll tell you exactly what.
And it makes sense. It's not a bad thing.
They put so much stock in the Roman for no reason. They put so much stock in the Roman just because they don't want another baby face like Cena. And they know Cody's supposed to be that new baby face, and they don't like it because they some bitches. Because they know they talk so much shit about Cody in AEW, and now that he's over here fulfilling the promises he made and going after the man that never shows up, they don't like it because they know he's a legitimate threat to Roman. All their favorites lost to Roman, and the man who's going to beat him, they were talking so much shit on, and they don't like it. That's why all of them are like, oh, Cody's the only story Cody is finishing is the one he's reading to Liberty at night before he tucks her into bed. Yeah, get ready to learn the lyrics to Kingdom, buddy, because Cody gonna be tucking Roman into bed night, nigga, at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia.
Dude, like it's really not that hard to grasp of a concept here at the end of all of this, okay? You did the Rumble last year. He entered in at number 30. That wasn't really the right decision, but he entered in at number 30, won the damn thing, okay? Goes to WrestleMania last year. Has a great match against Roman. The match with Roman was really good. I mean, come on now. If you didn't think that match was good, I don't really know what you were kind of watching, but Solo came in, did the spike, did the damn thing, and cost Cody the ultimate goal, which was to finish the story. Fine. I honestly thought that was a mistake. You know, everything was lightning in a bottle at that point in time. Tried to do it then, could not do it. Throughout this entire year, to try to get this man back to what he is now, the man went through 5 months of Brock Lesnar for absolutely no reason. Did stuff with the Judgment Day for absolutely no reason. Mainly Dominic Mysterio. All love to Dom. I think Dom's great. I think Dom is doing great right now. But he did not need to go up against Dom for those months either. And now, getting into the Rumble again, entering at 15. The thing is, I was trying to figure out where Cody was going to land in terms of a number. Because he has to find adversity. The word adversity is so stupid. It is a stupid term.
With a torn pectoral muscle in a Hell in a Cell match. Get the fuck out of here.
It is so stupid.
Like, is that not enough adversity?
Get the fuck out of here, bro. If he
The man had one move,
bro, he tore his pectoral muscle, wrestled in a Hell in a Cell match, and came back at the Royal Rumble and won it. Shut the fuck up.
The man had one boob. One boob. And the man.
Look at the pictures, bro. Look at the pictures of that Hell in a Cell match and tell me he didn't go through adversity.
And people were trying to tell me that was painted on. You
Oh yeah, okay.
piece of garbage. I
Yeah,
can't
okay.
do it.
Look at the fucking scars. We got scars right now. The scars are still there from his surgery.
Scars are still there.
Also,
What
look,
about last night?
If that
people's
was painted
reasoning,
on,
they say, "Oh, it's painted
what
on
about
because
Triple H?
there's no way you can compete with that." We
Bullshit.
literally had a football player compete with a torn pectoral last weekend. You gonna tell him it's fake? I want you to tell that 300-pound linebacker that his torn pectoral is fake, and watch how quick he flattens you like a pancake.
If that was painted on, what about Triple H's torn pec? I mean,
Wrestlers-
yeah, sure, that was one of
All
the.
painted on, Phil.
They wrestle hurt all
All
the time. I
painted.
don't understand why people don't understand this. They don't. It's not in wrestling. They don't get hurt and then just stop. A lot of them get hurt and then they're like, "Let me get through whatever pay-per-view, whether it's Mania. Let me get through Mania, and then I'll get whatever
Cody-
surgery I need to get through." That
Cody
happens
was
all
gonna
the
wrestle
time.
that match. Cody was gonna wrestle that match, whether his life depended on it or not. You know, he was going to finish whatever he had started against Seth at that point in time. He did the thing, came back at the Rumble, won at number 30, did the whole thing there. But I was trying to figure out where Cody Rhodes was going to be landing in this Rumble, because people still want him to face this adversity so bad. Where was he going to fit? He came in at the number 15 spot. 15, perfect spot, right there. You're going through basically half the field at that point, if not more, because of the people already in the ring. And the man was in there for almost 50 minutes. 50 minutes in there doing the damn thing. And he ultimately came down to 4 people who I ultimately had as my first Final Four, but I wanted to see Solo Sikoa in there. Solo had his other situation that he needed to do. So it was Drew McIntyre, Gunther, Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk. That's a great Final Four, because at that point in time, I didn't care who won at that point. You're gonna get a great Rumble winner regardless. It came down to CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Obviously, that was going to be the final two there. They were basically doing that all build along. It was going to be Cody and Punk. Punk pointed to the sign way too early. He said, "I didn't wait 10 years to lose to Dusty's kid." That right there was a disrespect.
Yes, she did.
Well, that line, I knew Punk wasn't winning. When he said that, I was like, all right, so Cody's going to win this. There's no way that Punk didn't say that, and they're going to have Cody lose the match.
And then, here's the thing.
Cody. Punk would have been shot.
You're going
shot
for
that
it?
man afterwards.
What the? Okay, he got it. Oh! Cody! Not Cody. That's Lamar. Jesus.
Cody!
We're going.
Shit,
Cody!
Cody suited up for the Ravens? What did I miss?
Cody's a massive
everything,
fan.
I don't think they could be more different.
Cody's finishing every story, bro.
He's finishing everything.
He said he was quarterback last night.
I tweeted out today
Look.
logo of the Lions logo over Cody Rhodes, and I said, "Finish your story, Detroit."
Finish your story.
Yeah.
That's it right
No, but now, in all reality, Punk just sitting there next to the announce table while Cody's pointing to the sign and being all happy and everything like that. Guys, look, I still think Punk is going to be able to do his thing. He'll be in Mania. If anything, he's probably going to do the Chamber. It was either going to be Punk winning the Rumble and Cody winning the Chamber, or vice versa.
Correct.
So I think Punk is just going to go to the Elimination Chamber next, because he is scheduled for Monday Night Raw, and he's going to be doing some sort of thing there for qualifying matches or whatever Triple H wants to do. But we'll see where that goes. Other than the Men's Rumble, because obviously the Men's Rumble...
Punk on Monday.
Yeah. Other than the Men's Rumble, because obviously the Men's Rumble was exactly what everybody was looking for at that time, or here was looking for at the time. Not many other people. I don't know why. The Women's Rumble. The Women's Rumble, I felt, had a little bit more of a better pacing. I don't know if that was you guys. I don't know if it was just the way it kind of all landed out in terms of that Final Four. But Tiffany, Stratton, Jade Cargill, Bayley, and who was the other one? Oh, Liv Morgan. That was a good Final Four. I did not really expect Tiffany Stratton to be in that Final Four, but that was a great spot for her.
Yeah.
And ultimately, that was going to be leading to Bayley getting the W after the rest of Damage Control got eliminated. So I think Triple H said it best in that press conference when it comes to Bayley. She is so good at what she does that many people do not give her the flowers that she ultimately does deserve, because she is always that constant, like he said. And now that she finally gets that moment to be in that spotlight, this is going to be the ultimate true, not test for Bayley, but finally getting able to have that shine. And I hope that actually does happen for her at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think the Women's Royal Rumble was really good, and I texted you, Phil, and I said that there was some lulls in the match, and I felt that was when Asuka came out and they showed. I don't know if it was like planned this way, but it felt like they were. It kind of, the timing was messed up a little bit for probably about a 2 to 3 minute stretch for what Bayley and Asuka were trying to do. But by the time Becky Lynch came out, that Royal Rumble was electric again, and that the final spot I thought was awesome. The way they did it, and Bayley winning. Obviously, I think all of us had Bayley winning, but I think the Women's Royal Rumble, in my opinion, I liked it better than the Men's Royal Rumble. I don't know about you guys, but that's just me.
I've seen that going around for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it was definitely it felt more important from the moment Jordan Grace came out.
Oh yeah,
that threw me off. I expected her to be there. And she also said that this is not the end of TNA and they're doing things, which is also exciting. But Jade coming out and getting the reception she got, obviously Liv coming out, I was extremely happy to see her. And she was in the final two again, even though the final two was like 3 seconds, but still counts. But I even though I picked Liv, I couldn't be mad that Bayley won. It's I understand what they're trying to do, and Bayley is one of the people that I've been trying my hardest to defend for a long time because she's went through a lot, and she's always been the horsewoman that doesn't get all touchdown.
And Lamar, you're a little ahead of me. Oh, what a dime!
I like that.
Zay Flowers, baby. Let's go. Okay.
It's just I think they put I don't want to say they put more effort into the women's one, but it just looked like they put like just it took more time to see who came out, where were they coming out, what they did when they came out. While my brain was desperately begging for Sasha to come out, I wasn't disappointed at the end. And it's very rare where I'm waiting for someone to come out and like my match hype goes down. My match hype stayed up for like, I'll say it to like, once we got to enter in like 21, I think, that's when I was like, all right, that's what started to heat up again for me. Because the beginning was hot. Naomi coming out, that was ridiculous. I was late. I got in the house and I saw her coming down the ramp and I just like stopped for a minute. I didn't expect her to come in that early. With
number 2 was crazy.
That
was great to see her.
Fact.
That was wild.
The crowd popped.
Bro, even in my reactions when she came out, I lost it.
They got that crowd early, and that's why I was like, this crowd was hot, real early. They were hot, and when Trinity came out, it was they were into it, and you could tell that it's a Royal Rumble, so it's long. But and again, once they got that train back on, I mean, they were off and running, and it was great. It was a great Royal Rumble.
For real.
Yeah. Roxanne Perez and Tiffany Stratton were the 2 out of the NXT participants in this Rumble tonight. Not tonight, last night. It's gonna be a thing, guys, so just get ready. But Roxanne and Tiffany, 2 of the brightest young women that are in that NXT women's division. I'm glad they got the spot that they did. Roxanne came out at number 27, had a good 8 minutes in there, give or take, and then Tiffany at number 29 had a good like 7-6, depending on what you really want to talk about it as. And you know, I thought those two did great for the time that they were given. You know, in the tail end of the Royal Rumble, they did perfectly fine. And those two, to me, they're easily main roster ready. I don't see why they have to be in NXT all that longer, to be honest. I know Roxanne probably has a match, I believe, at Vengeance Day next Sunday, but I don't see her winning against Lyra just to come up to the main roster again. So just have that be their main roster call up, and let that Vengeance Day be the final day for Roxanne Perez.
I think Chelsea Green.
Agreed. And I think Tony got it right also, like which brand they're going to. I think Roxanne's going to SmackDown and Tiffany's going to Raw. It just feels like they're made for those brands. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely do that.
So yeah, Trent, Loff, how'd you feel about those two being in the spotlight that they were when it comes down to the Women's Rumble? And Loff, I know you've been a big fan of both of those two ladies for quite some time, ever since watching this version of NXT, and they're just main roster ready at this point in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, both of them are like in different levels of their experience. Like obviously Roxy was in the Indies, so she's more prepared than I think a lot of people realize. I think a lot of people see her on NXT and just think she's a rookie when she is far from it.
Yeah.
And Tiffany, for her to not even like be a wrestler for real, and for her to just learn it just off of her gymnastics background, and just for her to be as good as she is, and you can see that she's improving every time she's out there. And she's getting reps with people like Becky and other people. She's gonna be ready to go, and I think she might be ready to go like right now. So it's like, I'm very excited for both of them, and I think whatever's happening in NXT, they need to keep doing it, because there's multiple people that are like on the come up, and they're gonna start coming up in these Royal Rumbles, and they're gonna be progressing maybe even faster than the both of them did, because whatever they got going on in NXT and in the PC is insane. So I'm very excited about that, and I still want Jade to go to NXT, even though I know she probably will not. But
no, after that Rumble appearance,
yeah, that last night was like, nah, it's like WrestleMania now. But I think they did a very good job of showcasing the women that people may not see as much. And this too, for everyone who kept saying that no one watches TNA, that crowd popped when Jordynne Grace and Naomi had their standoff. They know what that was.
They know what that is.
They know exactly what that was. And it was 2 weeks ago. Last week they had a rematch.
The rematch just happened on Thursday. This past Thursday. So
it's fresh in the brains. Everyone knows what happened. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a great callback for them to do that. And I think that was like, they could have done that and no one could have known the significance of that. You know, just because if no one in that arena just happened to know what TNA was. But Jordynne got a pop. She had a very good standing in there. Her elimination was crazy. She took a really tough bump, but she took it too, and that was ridiculous.
That shit.
That looked like
gas.
But yeah, she's ready to go, and I don't know what they're about to do with the TNA women's roster, but I'm excited.
Look, I don't know if this is some sort of partnership. A ton of people have been asking me today if this is going to be some sort of partnership between TNA and WWE. But Trent, you take a look at what they both did. And I say both because Naomi at the time was in TNA before all of this went down, before she came back. You look at what those two did in this Rumble. And WWE gave them the chance to shine. I mean, Naomi is obviously a great name for the WWE, but Jordynne Grace, somebody that, yeah, sure, if you watch the products like we do, we know who Jordynne Grace is, but maybe some of them don't. So it's like the fact that she got in there for a good 20 minutes, hung in there with the best of them, did some great things as the Knockouts Women's Champion over there. That's a great thing, not only just for TNA, but for women's wrestling as a whole. And now you're going to be able to possibly see more stuff like this happen in the future.
Well, it almost felt like, when, like, before it was almost like taboo to bring up like other companies on WWE television.
Yes.
It was like weird. You couldn't talk about TNA, or you couldn't talk about AEW or any of this other stuff. Like I think Michael Cole bring up when Jade Cargill came up that she came from AEW, just straight out on commentary. Like that just wouldn't happen back in the day.
She came. Jordan came out with the belt and said, "Well, she didn't say this, but Michael Cole was screaming at the top of his lungs, saying that they were the Knockouts Women's Champion."
He was the Knockouts champion. Yeah. So that was, and that wasn't Jade Cargill. That was Jordan Grace. But yeah. So yeah.
I mean, in the old administration, WWE would simply just not even acknowledge that she was having a championship around her waist.
And
this one, it matters.
Like, why? Like, and I never truly understood it as a wrestling fan, because like WWE didn't, like, Vince didn't invent wrestling.
You can't ignore what other people have done in their career.
Like AJ Styles had a Hall of Fame career before he came to WWE. Like,
literally.
So, I mean, what are we talking about here? Like, and I love the WWE. Obviously, it's why I watch it. But like, I'm glad that they're finally just like allowing that to happen. That's happened a couple times, right? Like they brought Mickie James.
Really, ever since Triple H got back into power, or not back into power, but Triple H got into the whole creative role, he's been able to let Michael Cole and the rest of them go out there and say key points to what other superstars' careers have been going.
I see that's a growth opportunity for WWE. I don't know about anyone else, but like, I don't know why they wouldn't just do that in the first place, So it's whatever.
And then a lot of people were trying to figure out if there were going to be men participants from TNA and the Rumble. It didn't happen, which I thought was going to, but it's all right as long as we got Jordan Grace in there. There's at least some sort of hope that something like this can happen in the future. So we'll see.
Braun looked really good in that men's Rumble. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Braun, yeah. Apparently, there's like reports going around that Braun Breaker was the person that was replacing Brock, but that to me is kind of not what it was supposed to be. To me, that was Pat.
I don't know. It seemed like that might have been what they were trying to pull off, but like, obviously, I don't know, because Pat definitely wasn't ready to.
No.
Because he didn't do it.
I feel like
because if Pat McAfee, because if Brock Lesnar was going to get eliminated by Dominic Mysterio, bro.
Here's why I think that is true though, because when McAfee got in the ring, look at that stare down. Braun and Omos stared at him. That was supposed to be Brock and Omos staring at McAfee like he's a piece of meat that landed in a lion's den.
Well,
that's why I believe that's the main reason why I believe the Braun reports. Is because that literally will be a perfect spot for Brock and Omos.
Yeah. I guess that can make sense in the grand scheme of things, but if he got eliminated by Dom Mysterio,
Phil, we say that, but remember, Maven eliminated Undertaker.
It's true.
That would have been that spot.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, Brock would have got back in and destroyed the fuck out of Dominic and everybody else before they finally got him to the back.
I mean, that is true. Maybe you got that.
Also, Maven is not Maven. Dominic definitely has. I believe he can eliminate a Brock before Maven can eliminate an Undertaker, and that's no shade to Maven either, because Maven is awesome.
Maven is doing great things on YouTube right now.
Shout out Maven. I love your YouTube channel.
Maven's great, man.
I love this video. He was like, wrestlers who are dicks backstage and wrestlers who are actually cool. That shit was so funny.
He held up a picture of Shawn Michaels. He's like, this guy was a dick.
Yeah, he's
all right.
Dick and moved the
If I can get in some sort of like actual conversation with Maven here for O2B, that would be one of the greatest things we could have done here. But yeah, shout out to Maven for sure. But yeah, I just thought the two Rumbles were, just as what people should have expected. Cody and Punk final two here. It was Liv and Bayley as the final two, even though, like Loft said, it was the final two for like 2 seconds. But regardless, it does still count. It was great. And then the other two matches in the middle of everything, the Fatal 4-Way. Trent, you called it right what it was supposed to be. AJ Styles getting pinned to be the one that was expendable. Roman Reigns ultimately retaining the title in the end. I mean, Roman was going to retain.
They teased the AJ being very aggressive spot using the steel chair on everybody. So
Yeah.
I am convinced there's a heel turn coming. So
yeah.
And this is the right move by WWE. We all talked about it yesterday on the show. It's the safest option for them to go to. They keep Roman as champion for him to lose to Cody. They protect LA Knight and Randy Orton, and they can change the character for AJ Styles. And I feel like everyone comes out with a win here.
I will say, when Roman, LA, and Randy were all stacked on top of each other, and AJ was trying to pin, Roman's shoulder was clearly
crazy.
Roman's shoulder was clearly on one of the other two bodies, but obviously they just did not care about that. 1, 2, and then everybody kicked out. I was like, what are we doing here? What is this?
The match was circus.
Solo did come out in the middle of it. I knew somebody from the Bloodline was going to be in part of this, and it was Solo. He spiked everybody in the throat, did the thing, and then after that, he went away, and then it was a little while of like an actual Fatal 4-Way again, so that we can get some sort of a quote-unquote clean finish. But obviously, people were going to be like, are you watching the match, bro? It wasn't clean.
Ain't
by
no
any
way
means.
he fucking
At
caught it.
all.
Go away.
It was not clean.
He kind of came out.
What the fuck?
And then just left.
Yeah. And he did catch that. He's dude, I can't.
How the fuck did he get that pass off?
Yeah, dude, I it's just ridiculous. This is why I'm stressed out. But
I'll go on this podcast.
But Phil, to your point, also, I feel like there was no need to have Solo come out there. This should have been the
No,
one
it
match
wasn't.
where you have
No.
Roman win it by himself. Like,
no,
he's
I'm
kicked
not
out of a finisher afterwards. You could have just had it. Like,
I will.
And I'm not even saying that the match ended clean. I'm not, because obviously there were interference in all of this. I'm not that blind. But it's like, they did their spot with Solo, and then he left, and then they did some more of the 4-Way. I didn't really, it was about a 20-minute match. Like they did.
Yeah. I mean, I think
They did
what
they
they're
did.
doing, what they're building to with the whole Solo, because Solo and Jimmy Uso, they get involved in every fucking match that Roman Reigns has now, and it's kind of annoying. But I think what they're building to eventually is Solo's gonna get involved, obviously, in the match at WrestleMania with Cody Rhodes. The Rock comes out, will save Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes hits crossroads on Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes is your new champion. That's how it's gonna go down. And that will be what sets up the Roman and the Rock at WrestleMania. What do we have? 2? I don't know.
We'll be at 41 next year.
40,
So
41.
yeah. So like the thing is, when it comes down to all of this, Olaf, I'm gonna point it to you now. When it comes down to the whole Solo interference and everything like that, I don't know if it was Randy that got targeted first by Solo, but a lot of people now are saying Solo, Randy at WrestleMania 40. Obviously, just by your reaction right there, that is not a WrestleMania worthy match to you, and I don't feel like that would be either.
didn't that just happen like a week or two ago on SmackDown?
Exactly. That's the SmackDown match. That's the SmackDown match.
Or LA
What?
Bro,
That is
bro,
literally the week before, I think.
bro.
Oh
The-
no, Phil.
So then,
I
what
know
would
this to
Randy
be.
do? at WrestleMania.
Phil, they're gonna do Randy and Jay versus Solo and Jimmy, aren't they? They're gonna fucking do Randy and Jay versus Solo and Jimmy.
No,
somehow.
Jimmy and Jay is happening. Jimmy and Jay is solo. Jimmy and Jay
That's
is
what you
a
think.
solo match.
That's what you think is gonna happen.
They had the whole face.
Watch they go do that fuck ass tag match.
I don't want a damn tag match at WrestleMania.
Dude, don't ever put that into the universe again. And if you do, I might have to find some new co-host.
In an Extreme Rules match, I want it just like Matt and Jeff Hardy at WrestleMania 25. I want Jay to hit Jimmy over the head with a WrestleMania poster.
And then go after Jay's dog.
Okay.
What the dog do?
Just like Matt did. You remember when Miz fought Shane at Mania 35 and they did that wild ass?
Well, you said Matt and Jeff.
Give me Jay doing a splash from the top of that motherfucker. Like just Jay doing a splash from like 20 feet up. Just
Yeah. It's got. I'm telling you, it's got to be. No, I don't. I will not accept the tag.
There's Pacheco.
If that happens, I'll be upset.
Hey,
said
listen,
Matt and Jeff. So
listen, just going to that Jeff and Matt thing. That's still one of my favorite WrestleMania matches of all time. Even though I'm mad, I've always been mad that Jeff won. I mean that Jeff lost. I think that twist of fate in the steel chair spot was one of the greatest spots ever. To do that storyline, Jimmy would have to try to kill Jay. Because Matt was doing a 7-month storyline of trying to murder Seth on SmackDown, and no one cared. He's trying to run him off the road, burnt the house down, and Matt's like, "Oh, I didn't do it." No, you. And then they jumped into it after a while, but then they jumped back out. They didn't know what they wanted to do. Matt was trying to murder Jeff for about a year,
and it all started from a pyrotechnic malfunction.
Yeah, he was trying to kill him.
So Jay is gonna have to get pyro, try to kill Jay with the pyro.
We're deep into this now. They have to try to kill one another. I don't want to see that again. That's traumatic for me. But
it was so scary when I saw it.
Oh,
I was so scared.
I thought
I said, "Is Jeff Hardy dead?"
I thought he died.
My favorite wrestler growing up. My favorite. Like
he's the GOAT,
when I saw that, I was petrified. I thought Jeff Hardy had died.
It was so bad.
I thought he was dead. But nah, man, it's just back to the Fatal 4-Way. I didn't like the match just because I think the sequencing of it was weird. I find it extremely stupid how Roman got every single finisher from every person in the match, and then one spear. And like I said, AJ Styles was the weakest one here to get the pin because of the heel turn, which Trent referenced yesterday. So it's like now we're in a situation of like it just looked weird of him getting the RKO and a Styles Clash and a BFT, and then he hits one spear and he just gets up from all that, mind you. Solo did not need to come out. It was just a weird match. Obviously Roman's going to get to where we're at as far as the winner of the Rumble, but it was just I feel like you could have done that a lot better. I wish they stopped rinsing and repeating with the Roman gets every finisher, he can just get up from that, but one spear and AJ just dead. I think that's stupid.
As soon as I saw AJ hit the Styles Clash on Roman, I knew exactly what they were trying to do. I mean, we got the BFT first, then the Styles Clash, and then the RKO out of nowhere. I was like, bro, come on now.
That RKO was crazy.
That was a great RKO.
It was ridiculous.
I was like, damn, he spiked Roman. Damn.
I'm so conditioned to see Roman Reigns do that shit, where he just like hits one spear and will take every finisher under the sun and will kick out.
Cody got the Crossroads 10 times. 10 times.
Yeah. Well,
consecutively.
So Cody's gonna have to do at least 2 super finishers in 2K24 just to do it. Now,
off the top rope.
Now,
table. That'll be
now
sick.
The super finisher WAP, I just found out what the super finishers are.
Yeah.
For Cody, it is the 3 Crossroads back to back to back. So it's stuff like that. You're gonna have like when you have like your 3 finishers saved up, there's gonna be a prompt for the super finisher, depending on whatever superstar it is, and their finisher is just 3 times. It's crazy.
Roman
I haven't
hit
seen
one
any
spear.
gameplay of it yet, but I need to figure that out.
Roman Reigns is gonna hit 3 spears on one guy.
No, it's just one. It's just one spear. His super finisher is one spear. It's like the same thing.
You know Roman's spear where he goes back and forth between the ropes like at least like 5 times before hitting it. That's probably it.
Shit.
I would be so angry if I'm playing
maybe
online and someone does that to me. Bounces off the ropes 8 times. You can't do anything. You can't reverse it.
Well, he did it against The Undertaker, I think, when they had their match at 33. So I think that's what they're trying to do.
So long.
That's what Braun does now. I just realized
That is what
Braun
Paul does now, really.
That's crazy.
I need Braun to have a super win because his spear. Boy, when he hit that shit last night at the Rumble, god damn. Bro, he broke JD in half.
When he did all the spears at Deadline, Laugh and I were there in the building. He just killed everybody.
He's a tank, man. He is a freaking tank, man.
Oh man. And then the fatal, not the fatal 4-way. We just talked about but the United States title match. Like I said, Kevin Owens brought Logan Paul to a good match, a very good match. Now, was Kevin Owens going to win this title? The crowd wanted it bad.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd wanted it bad for Kevin Owens to win the title. I did not expect Logan Paul to retain the title via the disqualification, but if Kevin Owens wasn't stupid and take the brass knucks off his goddamn fingers.
How the ref see it? Now the ref sees it?
Now we have smart referees?
I'm so fucking pissed off about A, now we got smart referees, and B, I'm so done with seeing dumb baby faces. I'm so
dumb baby face syndrome. Yes.
How could you be so stupid, Kevin?
Oh,
dude, if this was sports talk radio and this was real, you'd be benched next week.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No,
God, Lamar, what are you doing? Oh no! God damn it, motherfucker!
Oh man.
Oh no, and now Stanley.
Oh, y'all are ahead of me.
Oh,
y'all are ahead of me, I think.
No
motherfucker.
Why are we talking about the Eagles? What the hell?
I know. I didn't talk about the Eagles for some reason.
Fuck ass Eagles.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about the Eagles for? Because their coaches was on that shit. I
don't care.
I was like, Jason ain't even here, bro.
Ronnie.
Jason Kelsey ain't even here.
Why is Ronnie Stanley's just allowing these people to go through the line? Okay, I guess.
He's so old.
Oh!
Sorry, I didn't mean that. I said that.
That boy hurt.
You
meant it. Saw. Damn.
Yeah.
But Logan retained the title via disqualification because of what happened with the brass knuckles and everything like that. But the way it ended though, with Kevin Owens standing tall, being with everything, putting Logan through the announce table, to me, this ultimately does set up a rematch between the two. Or at least I would think, with the way that kind of went down.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay with seeing the rematch between that?
Shit.
Or,
oh yeah.
And where do you think that would ultimately take place? Because Logan is scheduled for Perth, so I don't know if we're just going to get that at Perth or what. For the Chamber.
I don't know if I want to see Kevin lose again, bro, on the road to WrestleMania. I feel like he loses this time of year all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Win sometime around this time. Like, I don't know. No. That's why I wasn't really for it last night. I was kind of just like, it was a good match, but I didn't really like the finish. And I think it's going to set up something, and I don't really think Kevin is the U.S. champion is the way to go. I think if you go, you put the U.S. title at LA Knight, solidify him as a champion, and then hopefully make him a world champion at some point.
Yeah.
You have that ref for Roman versus Cody. Cody won't get screwed over ever again.
Actually,
my boy did nothing get past him.
Why is this ref not reffing every Roman match?
That's what I'm saying. Now he's just the best.
Saying, bro.
He's the best ref to ever do it.
The second he sees a Samoan, get your ass out of here.
I gotta figure out who that ref was. But yeah, no, I completely agree with you, Trent. I mean, the fact of the matter is that Kevin Owens does lose on the road to WrestleMania quite a lot. I could see a rematch coming, but it definitely should not happen that further down the line for Perth. Yeah. But again, maybe we just don't even do the rematch at all.
Please don't. KO gets too many rematches. That man fought Roman 4 different times for the world title and lost every single time.
He did. Yeah. He did. I remember a few years ago.
The Rumble 2 years in a row.
I remember at this very event, the Royal Rumble, he went after Roman Reigns because he was still freaking champion. And lost.
What was it?
It was a last man standing match, but lost.
And they had the whole Sami Zayn shit. Lost.
Yeah.
Also, Roman beat him clean in the last man standing match also. So why did he get another title shot?
I feel like there's no way to win a last man standing match other than clean.
I mean,
and the thing is, the Bloodline weren't doing what they were doing now, like just Solo coming out of nowhere, interfering, and just doing whatever. So it's like, I mean, the Bloodline at that point in time was probably just getting started. I got to figure that out. Yeah,
that was in the beginning. I think.
Yeah, because it was just him and Jay at that point. Solo was still in NXT as the street champion.
Yeah. So it's like,
because Jimmy hadn't even returned yet.
No, that's right. That's right. So, I mean, the Logan and Kevin Owens stuff, Logan was going to retain the title regardless. So it was just, doing whatever they need to do. But yeah, I mean, it was overall, how would you say the Rumble went? Because, I mean, the other 2 matches, it did not feel like the other 2 matches had the best finishes at all. And then all of a sudden, the 2 Rumbles, we got the winners that we were all hoping for in Cody and Bayley. But sometimes there were lulls in the middle of said Rumbles, and then it was kind of just waiting for that to be reignited again. Up until I believe it was Becky that got things really started for the women's, and then I wouldn't even really know how to try to relay the trying to get back into the fold for the men's, so to speak. So how would you feel about it all overall?
Whole show wise, I give it a 7.5 out of 10, just because the 4-way was lacking a bit and the men's Rumble was lacking. And I know people are gonna be like, but they utilized most of the main roster. Of course, there weren't gonna be legends. Yes, but McAfee didn't need to be in there. McAfee literally got in and got out without any action. That spot could have went to a legend or a surprise return.
38 seconds. Yeah.
Every other one I was fine with, but McAfee's spot could have went to a legend just to get that extra little pop. DDP was there. DDP could have done that. Dude. Hit two diamond cutters, then got thrown over the top rope.
Yeah, and just walked in.
I texted I texted Trent and
it's DDP.
I texted Trent and I was thinking, and I was I told off this, but I don't know if I even told you this, TJ, but I was expecting X-Pac.
Bro, same.
I said Devon Dudley.
I don't know all the Are You Readies they kept throwing out there. They made so many references to DX throughout this whole damn show.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked, and the Pat McAfee thing was a little weird. It felt like at the time, oh, this probably could have been Brock's spot, which is what I think a lot of people's minds went to, which is why a lot of people thought that. And then obviously the report came out that today that it was Braun's spot, but I think the whole Pat McAfee spot was weird. I knew coming in because they announced people in the Rumble, so of course I'm counting down guys like, okay, this guy's in the Rumble, this guy's in the Rumble. The minute Omos came out, I said, okay, now we know everyone in the Rumble. So And now you're just waiting. Okay, who's when, who's where, and I don't know. I thought it was a good Rumble. I thought Cody winning was fine, and it sets up a story, and that's what they needed to do. It's not the best Rumble ever, obviously, but you know, I agree with the rate. I think it's probably like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. The women's Rumble was very good, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What you thinking over there, Loth? I mean, the overall thoughts on the Rumbles and just the night as a whole. Because I mean, the other two matches with that, you know.
I definitely wanted to see my boy Trick Willie. I saw Mello come out and I screamed, and I thought they're gonna have Trick come out.
Number 5, baby. Yeah.
I'm happy they didn't go to the direction of like we're gonna go half main event. I mean, half main roster and half legends, just because I feel like watching. I think we were on stream watching 2008 or 2009. What? You watching the game?
No. Yeah.
We're watching the 2008 and 2009 Rumble the other day. I think it was 2008, and it was like half that Rumble was just like legends coming out, you know. So obviously that's a big part of the Rumble. Yeah, obviously it was a big part of the Rumble back in the day, and I feel like Vince is always trying to. He was always trying to be like, oh, let's go back to the old days, you know. But the way Triple H ran this, it was like, we want to show you how big this roster is. We want to show you that we can bring people from other companies. We want to show you people like Jade, who've never had a one-on-one match in the company yet, but she's here now, and she made an impact, and the crowd was like super hyped for her. Yeah. So all that hype they were doing, it worked somehow. With her just getting out of cars for 4 weeks, for some reason that worked, and she went out there and showed how dominant she was. It was in the final 3 against 2 mainstays with Liv and Bayley. You know, so it's like for you to have all of that going for you, I don't think they needed to put people in there like, would I have loved to see Trish? Oh my God, I would have took my shirt off. You know,
thank you, Trish. Yeah,
I wanted Mercedes to be there. I would have cried. I wanted AJ to be there. I would have cried a lot. You know, Maurice. There was a lot of people that I would have enjoyed to see. Kelly twice. You know what I'm saying? I could say her name people all day, but I think they did it was a much better job of just showing that we have a very solid roster with us right now, and we can make this Rumble work with not consistently going back to the past. I hate us living in the past. It's one of my big reasons of why I hate the whole Dwayne thing, because like I feel like that's just a nostalgia fan service thing, which we have to keep giving people who were successful back in the day opportunities now.
Yeah.
And people are trying to tell me that what he did in the 90s earns him a match in 2024. That doesn't make any sense, you know? So
first of all, what the fuck did he do in the 90s?
I've seen a lot of stupid comments. It's gotten bad. But it's just, I'm very happy they didn't go full legends with this, and they showed you that we have some, if not the best women's division, one of the best women's divisions in the entire world. And we got a great Rumble out of it. And obviously I think we all come to the conclusion that it was better than the men's one. So
yeah.
I
mean, look, I've always said this too. Like Loth, with the stat rosters that we have here in both the women's and the men's rosters, I feel like going right to the well of legends and right to the well these part-timers or whatever you really want to call them isn't always the best way to go about it when you want to showcase everything when it comes down to your rosters. I believe when I was watching the press conference, NYC Demon Diva Issa asked a very important question to Triple H after everything was kind of said about the other situation that went down with his stuff. We're not going to talk about that, by the way, people. I just wanted to point out Issa's question here. Was it challenging, or was it really fun trying to put stuff like this together for the Rumbles? Because at the end of the day, you have such a stacked roster. How was it going to be in terms of putting these people in places where they'll ultimately still get their chance to shine, but still have relevance in terms of whatever storylines they are going to be doing in the future. He's like, it's challenging, but that's what makes it fun. Yeah, he did.
That was stupid. I just thought that was stupid.
But Triple H basically answered, no, this is what happens here. This is legitimately what happens here in Baltimore all the time. I'm not.
This is Baltimore Ravens.
That was crazy.
It's literally what happens in Baltimore all the time.
Him. Because what the fuck? 1 reception, 13 yards. Yeah, get that receiver stat on him. Hey, if Baltimore goes to the bowl, I need to see them run the Philly special. So I need to see Lamar catch a touchdown pass.
That's an incomplete pass. You get back over there.
I need to see Lamar catch a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl. I need them to run a Philly special.
But Triple H said it's challenging for sure, but that's what makes it fun. So at the end of all of this, the way that they were showcasing these rosters last night made it, fun for obviously us to watch here. But Jade got a great spot. The NXT women got great spots when it comes down to that. Naomi coming back at number 2. Great spot for her. And that was very surprising that we automatically started off with something fantastic there. Jordan Gray showing up. Incredible. Andrade. We did not talk about Andrade at all during any of this, and he did good for what he was there for. And it's good to be seeing what he is going to be doing in the future. Hopefully with something with Zelina Vega, because I thought that Zelina and Andrade pairing was absolute money. And we'll see where things go with that. I mean, there was a lot of good stuff in these Rumbles. I know there weren't that many surprises in terms of the legends, but you don't always need to go to that directly.
Yeah, if you always go to the legends, then what are the surprises there for?
Right.
Like, if you're expecting the surprises, then are you really surprised?
Exactly. Yeah.
There's a thought. There's food for thought for y'all. It was a good Rumble. Don't kid yourself. All right. I thought the women's one was better. The men's one was good. So don't kid yourself. Don't be pissed off that Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble, please.
Oh, and I'll say this too. Liv Morgan came out at number 30, and people were pissed. The fact that they were pissed at Liv Morgan returning at number 30, and I know when people were pissed because they wanted Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks to come back, but the fact that you were so pissed off that you just made everything that Liv Morgan came back for, seem worthless in the end. That's a slap in the face to her, and a slap in the face of all the other 6 women that were in the ring at the same time. Stop being a downer. Stop being.
Cry about it.
Yeah, honestly.
Cry about it. She worked her ass off.
Stop being a downer. And at the end of all of this, she did good for what it was, and now she'll still be in some sort of prominent position. I like the fact that she was eliminated last at least shows me that WWE is still going to have her in positions where they know she'll fit best, and at the end of all of that, it's gonna be okay. Sasha can still show up, people. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't.
Also, I see a lot of y'all
she's automatically AEW bound.
They do not have to show up at the Rumble.
Y'all trying to call Liv a thug for a little bit of weed. Don't y'all be meat riding RVD? The king of the weed? Yeah, don't pick and choose now. Yeah. If Liv a thug, then so is Robert.
Yeah, I'm not
so is Robert Vincent Damolo.
0.
And at the end of all of it, it doesn't mean that Mercedes is automatically AEW bound.
Tony don't deserve her.
Happen. Well, we'll see. I honestly, again, I'm not even gonna try to make it a whole AEW WWE thing, but I'm just saying here, allow things to happen, and surprises will come. So just do whatever you need to do, but don't try to take away that.
Everyone's just got to relax. Just let it happen.
Bro, I realized we were cooked when I saw grown men and women celebrating that someone got arrested. That's when I knew that we were just done. I was like, all right, y'all have no common sense. Cool. Got it. Now I know. All right. And then we move on. And it just, you know.
And Waff and I usually hate that phrasing of what Trent just uttered. You know, let it play out. We usually hate that saying here. But, you know, because let it play out. We've been waiting for the whole story with Cody Rhodes to play out, and it still hasn't happened yet. But now that we have it back, it's not working anymore.
We're here.
But we're here, and we got to let things ultimately play out.
What did I last year too, Phil? What did I tell you last year?
Yeah, no, let it play out.
I told you
let it play out, and now we're back.
And we're back.
And now we're back to where we are right now. So it's like, you know. It is what it is, and just allowing things to happen so that you can ultimately figure things out in the end. It's gonna be fine. Now, look, we'll see where things go. Freaking Kyle Hamilton is a goddamn beast. I love that man with all my heart and passion. But yeah, we're here. Road to WrestleMania starts now. Monday Night Raw tomorrow. Cody's being there. Punk is being there. Yeah. Now we're on the road to Elimination Chamber in Perth. And that's gonna be something.
You saw a report came out that they said they were still doing Dwayne and Roman this year. I promise you, bro.
Where? Who was that?
I don't know. It was Meltzer. I don't know who it was.
Because niggas always trying to listen to Meltzer.
It was him?
If it's Meltzer,
yes.
then
I just saw a picture. I don't know who.
People gotta stop listening to Meltzer, bro. That man is
you know you have to take that dude with a grain of salt.
I was like, all right, there's nowhere else to like. The year's about to be like the wrestling year is about to be over, and unless you do it, if they pull that SummerSlam, that would be very funny. That would be very funny as well. At that point, Roman will presumably have lost. That's the one thing I'm still afraid of. That's why I can't celebrate the way I want to. It's not a four.
There's no way it's 2 years in a row. I refuse to believe that.
With them, there's always a way. You know.
I don't know.
Dude.
I want to be where you're at. I envy where your brain is at right now.
There's a 0% chance in my head that Cody Rhodes is not walking out of WrestleMania as the WWE Universal Undisputed Heavyweight Champion.
I wish I was in your brain set right now because I'm still like there's still a part of me that is like absolutely terrified of paying all that money and sitting there and just crying, you know, and then just realizing all this was for nothing.
And I'm gonna be next to this man, so what am I gonna be doing if he's crying?
You're crying harder than I am. This is gonna be ridiculous.
You know at WrestleMania if Cody Rhodes loses. Oh, dude, I might have
to walk out. That's been the longest walk of all time. Walking out of the seat. Okay? That's going to be the longest walk home we've ever had.
Especially with everybody that's going to be bragging too. I thought y'all said Cody was going to finish the story, huh? I'd have to deactivate TikTok that night.
I will go off social media. I will not talk to people. I will talk to people when I'm ready.
I will not see me for a week.
I did that last year. I'm not doing it again. I was in that freaking Dave & Buster's and freaking watching that shit with R-Truth and freaking Sarah Schreiber when they were doing that freaking promotional thing. And we're trying to ask them if they knew. They didn't know. I'm like, yo, help us. You work here. Tell us what's going down. You don't say no.
Work here.
I'm like, all right. And then now I have to watch this. Bro, walking out of there was bad. So I can't imagine walking out of Grand Fans Arena.
You guys saw my content last year. I put every chip that I ever had into 2023 Rumble. I was jumping up and down. The dog was going crazy. Coincidentally, his name was Roman. And everything was happening. And yes, they did name the dog after Roman Reigns, which I was mad at them for, but Roman's a good dog. But yeah, I put everything in that Rumble. And then I got to WrestleMania, or we got to that day, I was there in that same household to where I basically won the Rumble along with Cody. And I saw the 3 count happen. And I was so sad. And I just sat in the car for 15 minutes after the show. I was just sitting in the driveway. And my friend came out again saying, Phil, you've been sitting here for 15 minutes. You know that, right? And I was like, yeah, I know. I can't believe I just fucking lost. And they're like, yeah, man, it was bad. But you got to go home. I'm like, I know. I'll go home now. But I was like so sad. And now we're here again. And I'm going to be in that building, in that stadium.
Not doing this again, Phil.
I'm not doing that again.
We are not having this conversation again. This is the last time
I'm not doing that again.
Conversation.
Gotta
I
believe.
can't. I believe something.
I believe yesteryear.
He's gonna do it. He will finish his story.
I'm just tired of hearing those 3 words. I want him to finish it more so I can stop hearing it.
Okay, here's a good question.
Oh my God.
Here's a question for all you guys now. And Trent, this is going to be really the first time asking you this question, because I think I've asked these 2 before, but it's like, we really didn't know it until the Rumble happened. So now that the Rumble's happened, he's going to Mania, and he basically picked Roman already. If he doesn't, which I know everybody in their right mind is saying that he's just freaking has to, but if he doesn't, do you care at that point? Afterwards, do you care for Cody to finish the story at all if he doesn't finish it at WrestleMania 40?
The story's finished at WrestleMania, whether he wins or not.
Okay.
That's my
so let's say
he is either solidified,
yeah,
as one of the greatest of all time, and can be on that level and that surge. If he loses to Roman again, I think that's just a momentum killer.
And as a Cody fan myself, I completely agree. I don't want to see this happen or try to extend past WrestleMania 40. You do it at Mania 40, or honestly, you don't do it at all. It's like, what happened? So
I honestly don't see him pushing it back again. I really don't. I was shocked they didn't do it last year, and I was like, all right, they're good. They better do it next year. And here we are. So we'll see if they do it.
And I mean, fun, TJ. I know your answers already, but yeah, you can answer if you want.
Undertaker beat Shawn twice.
Okay, all right, okay. But
Shawn retired because he was an old man.
Shawn retired and said
also the streak is different.
Oh, you're right. You're right in the streak of being different, but Roman is still on the streak of sorts. It's not the Undertaker.
Hey,
he hasn't been pinned in a
I'll give
match.
you one. You ready? Here's the thing. I'll give you one though. Ready? Cena lost to Rock and then beat him the next year. Same format. A Samoan beat a white guy, then the white guy beat the Samoan next year.
That's a crazy way to jump at it, but
that's a crazy way to go.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
No, am I wrong? The parallels are there. Both the white guys are the face of the company. Both the Samoans were world champions when they lost. Am I wrong?
No, but
both the Samoans won in a big populated city. Both the Samoans lost in a big populated city. Both the Samoans lost on the East Coast as well.
The only thing that
these are
isn't really
parallels.
The only thing that isn't really
I'm bought in. Let's do it.
Are they going full 2012 Cena with this then?
The only thing that isn't really similar to what is going on between Cena and Cody's story, quote unquote, was at WrestleMania 27. At WrestleMania 27, The Rock was the host. Right? The Rock was the host. He cost, I believe, he cost Cena the title, right? Miz won the championship. WrestleMania 28, once in a lifetime at that point. Once in a lifetime at that point. And I say at that point because it happened again. And Rock beat Cena. Roman beat Cody at that point. Now WrestleMania 29 happens. Cena won the Rumble, I think, to get to the WWE Championship. The Rock won the title from Punk, which again was not the right decision. And then it became The Rock versus Cena 2 at 29, where Cena won the title and beat The Rock. Roman retained the title at the Rumble. Cody won the Rumble. Cody, Roman 2 at WrestleMania 40. So the only thing that really wasn't parallel to that was The Rock being the host of WrestleMania 38, where he returned.
Well, Phil, I can kind of make a parallel for that for you. The Rock was a prominent star in the Attitude Era who appeared at WrestleMania 27. Stone Cold Steve Austin was a prominent star in the Attitude Era who was at WrestleMania 38. Boom! Boom!
Oh, yeah.
That was a half-court shot.
There you go.
That was half-court, but you did it.
Hey, it went in, though. That shit went in, though.
You did. It bounced around on the rim. It stood on the backboard for a little while. And then it just slightly fell in. And I was like, okay. Nice.
Hey, all that matters is it went in.
Yes. But look, at the end of all of this, we'll see what happens. I am very, very excited about what is to come for the future of the rest of this year for WWE, because I count the Raw after WrestleMania as basically their New Year's Day. And hopefully we get what we need to get at 40. Now, one more final thing before we get out of here. The way WrestleMania is shaping up to be, obviously it's going to be an all-time great WrestleMania. But what is a match that you are just really hoping that we get a chance to see at WrestleMania 40? Doesn't have to be in terms of like the actual main event picture or the quote-unquote grudge matches like we're seeing between Jay and Jimmy. Just something that you would like to see in terms of a title match, or just a match that you would possibly want to see at WrestleMania 40.
I want R-Truth to fight Nia Jax.
Go for it.
Go for it. Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Unironically, yes.
Truth did great in both Rumbles, by the way. Great.
Love R-Truth. I said it
Great stuff
last night. I was hammered, but I said it multiple times, and I meant
it. Anna Pierce is like, you in the ring, you're a woman. You get the fuck out of here. You're not.
The way Truth was like, you sure those are all women in there?
He's the first one to get a hot tag in the Royal Rumble. That's crazy. The crowd reacted. Crazy. That was amazing.
Right.
And Tom went along with it. He tagged him in. I'm like, you can't tag in.
That's one of my favorite parts of that match. That was so great.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna say two like really bad celebrity matches, but if they do it, go for it.
Fuck it, go ahead.
Will Smith versus Chris Rock. That's what I want.
Damn.
And Kevin Hart versus Cat Williams. Will Smith and Kevin Hart are both from Philadelphia. Or you can do a tag team match.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart and Will versus Cat Williams and Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Can we also, TJ, you'll be next. But after this, we gotta talk about how we just simply cannot get away from the weekend. We just simply cannot get away from this man.
I made a video begging for him to do something.
He has to know something.
I made a video begging.
Yeah, he has to know something.
Any other song? You pick a B-side from Dawn FM? It wasn't even one of the good. You could have picked Out of Time. You picked Gasoline. No one listens to Gasoline. And now they're gonna play it so much. Now I'm gonna walk around thinking Gasoline's a good song. And God forbid Roman wins again. Every time I hear Gasoline in the Dunkin' Donuts, I'm just gonna get mad and want to punch somebody. So what are you talking about? I can't listen to Save Your Tears anymore. I love that song. I can't. Every time I hear the dude, I can't even listen to freaking when they played Hollywood Swinging. They played that sometimes during the build. I can't listen to that anymore. I just think of freaking Cody laying there like looking stupid with the rubber chicken next to him. I can't do this anymore.
It is crazy.
The Weeknd's a terrible person now. I hate him. He was in the crowd something 5 times in a row.
Super Bowl song too, wasn't it? Wasn't Blinding Lights a Super Bowl song?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
He had Blinding Lights. He had oh god, I can't remember everyone. I know when I hear it, but oh yeah, less than zero. That I think that's
Zero.
Oh yeah,
that song is great. I
Yep.
can't listen to it anymore because that just makes me angry. But it just,
hear it all the time. It's like,
they had so many Philadelphia artists. They could have used a Will Smith song, Meek Mill. They could have picked Uzi. Uzi performed last year. Why don't you do it again? No.
Bro, getting jiggy with it would be a badass Mania theme song.
That's Will
Getting
Smith is
jiggy
the
with
greatest
it.
of all time. Will Smith is the greatest of all time.
Getting jiggy with it.
36
I'd lose that
Blinding
shit.
Lights. 36 Blinding Lights. 37 Save Your Tears. 38 Sacrifice. 39 Less Than Zero. And 40 Gasoline. Like,
I never even heard Gasoline until yesterday.
I honestly had no idea that song even existed until it showed up.
I
yesterday.
listen. It's a great Weekend album. Don't FM is a very, very, very good project. But I listened to Gasoline once and then never heard it again. They picked that one. Well, Out of Time was just sitting there. If you want to pick another Weekend song, pick that great one right there. The one that's the best song on the album, pick that one. No, they picked Gasoline. And I know they're gonna have an alternate song because they're gonna play two, like they did with the Cool and the Gang song, and they play with Weekend. So I don't know what they're gonna pick as the other one.
That's the alternate, yeah.
I don't know what the alternate's gonna be. Whatever.
maybe Weekend was like, this song's not getting played enough. It'll get played.
you gotta
play it now.
smear it all over
It'll get
Mania.
played a bunch of times if it's the WrestleMania theme song. So
You gotta smear it all over WrestleMania 40.
We're never getting another heavy metal. We're never getting another heavy metal
we're the
song.
wrestling fans.
We're never getting another heavy metal
They
song.
take enough shit
ever.
as it is.
It's just gonna be pop. It's just gonna be Weekend.
Remember when
forever.
My Way was a WrestleMania theme song, man? Dude,
Best theme song of all time.
I'm standing up and shout. This time I'm gonna do it my way on the highway.
All right, TJ. Bring us home the one match that you want to see at WrestleMania 40. It could honestly be anything that you want in terms of actual storyline, or it's just something fucking crazy like lots matches are. But hey, I respect it.
Y'all know
'cause
which
it's
one I want to
silly.
see. Because it seems somebody from WWE is watching my TikTok videos. Because, Loft, I don't know if you noticed or not, but remember how I told y'all I would book 2 certain strong black females in the Rumble last night?
Yeah.
So Triple H, tell your lackeys if they love my Bianca and Jade booking video, I can give them more. Because I remember saying I'd have Jade and Bianca stare each other down in the Rumble, then have 2 people beat the shit out of them, and then just start throwing hands with everybody. And what happened last night? Bianca and Jade stared down, got interrupted, and then went to beating ass. So give me Jade and Bianca. Wait for it. Challenging for the women's tag titles at WrestleMania. That's right. I'm saving Jade and Bianca for next year's Mania because I want a big heel turn to come out of this. So give me Jade and Bianca versus whoever the women's tag team champions are at WrestleMania. Have them go on like a 6-month-long reign and then have Bianca be the one to turn on Jade. Give me that Bianca heel turn finally leading up to Bianca versus Jade at WrestleMania 41. But for now, I need that tag team title match between those two at Mania 40.
You can
They
do
would never lose. Jade and Bianca would never lose, like ever.
Exactly. That's why the only way they lose is when Bianca turns on Jade and costs them the match. I want that to be Jade's first ever loss, is because Bianca turns on her and costs her the tag team title match.
I rather that.
I want a power of friendship like Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho had. I think that was the greatest storyline ever.
Why is my name on this list?
Love that.
That was crazy.
Man, that was so good.
Immediately starts beating his ass.
They need to stop this, man.
If they cut the Taylor one more time,
they need to stop this, man.
Stop cutting to her. I know she's there. Dang.
Do you know? Do you?
Yes.
Yes.
You know
we know she is here.
She's there, jumping around.
Are you sure?
Honestly, we shouldn't have even allowed her in the goddamn building. But
boy, oh boy,
you
you're
know,
gonna have Swifties coming after you.
well, I got
Man,
one of our dearest friends in Megan is a Swiftie, and she knows this, so it's
I said
all
it
right.
right too, Megan. Not
I'll
twice,
say
but
it.
I
As
said it once.
MEP's resident Swiftie, I just think it's funny how everyone's getting so mad over this woman when all she's there to do is support her boyfriend. When y'all should be getting mad at the NFL because they the ones controlling the cameras.
Tia,
Like,
you said it like I care.
I
You said it
understand.
like
I
care,
understand
so
the
you
business
said it.
of it. Trust me.
I could care
I'm
less.
just saying. I just want y'all to know. The more you get mad at Taylor, the more it gives the NFL a reason to make the Chiefs win.
To
That's
I don't
all
continue.
I'm
mind.
saying.
I don't mind.
We're doing it anyway.
I don't mind.
It's gonna happen anyway.
Never listen to her music.
Oh,
I've never
I'm not even really the one that's upset for real. You get.
a little obsessed. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm not even.
I hate it.
I'm not even really the one upset for real. You should hear my dad and Trent knows my dad.
I believe it. Big Phil.
Also,
It-
somebody did the research over all the games that Taylor's been shown at. She's only been shown on TV a total of 1.5 minutes out of the 12 plus hours of football that she's been at. So niggas are getting mad over seeing her for a minute.
Don't do that. Do not
A minute.
semantics me, TJ. Do not semantics me. You know exactly what they do.
Don't be mad because it's true. Don't be mad because it's
15
true.
They do
A
15
minute
11
and
second
36
cuts.
seconds.
Why am I seeing this
Last
celebrity
game, they
here?
only showed her for a max of 25 seconds
Is
in
she
a
a football
span of
player?
3 hours.
Look,
Is she a football player?
It doesn't matter. They football
TJ,
players
is
conference all
she
the
a
time.
football player? Is she a football player?
like I'm
Why
not.
is she on my football broadcast?
No, because if that's the case, don't show the coaches either. Only show the football players. Meaning, I don't need to see Jim Nance, Tony Romo. I don't need to see Greg Olsen. Yes, they do. They show the coaches all the time.
I'm not upset. I'm not
What are you
upset.
talking about?
They show
They show
Jerry
the coaches
Jones
all the
about
time.
100,000 times every Cowboy game. They show Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones
Exactly.
is
They
a
show
legend.
Andy Reid
Jerry
every
owns
other
the team. Now Jerry owns
First
the
of
team.
all, I don't
So
know who watches
that's
Cowboys games.
Jerry owns the team, which is fine. And I'm not upset that they show Jerry
people who
Jones.
hate
I'm not
themselves. That's
upset
who
they
watches
show
Cowboys
Jerry
games.
Jones. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's TV. They're getting a whole new audience in here. It's whatever. Like, you know, I don't really care, but
Plus,
you know, it could it get a little annoying.
y'all gotta remember,
Yeah, like,
Taylor herself even said she don't want them showing her on camera. So why are y'all getting mad at her when she's agreeing with you?
I
I like getting mad.
She
at
don't
her.
even
I
want
like her. I don't want her to agree with me.
I like it.
That's they
You
feel
like-
that we-
I
You
like getting
sound
mad
like
at her.
Saul right now. You sound like Saul, Loft.
You be saying stuff.
is
and you
literally
think
what
I
Saul
care.
says
I
about
do not
Cody.
care.
I was like, I don't care, bro.
I could care less about any of the great points you're making. I don't care. You're not
This
wrong.
They
man
are-
is on
they
the
are
player
fantastic.
hater of the year.
I want to
bro.
point that out.
He said your points are great, but I'm a hater. I don't
They're
care.
fantastic.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Stop
I
it,
just
you
Fair.
piece
I
of
can
shit.
acknowledge it. I'm the same way with the Cowboys. Cowboys could win the Super Bowl next year and I'd still be like they trash.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
TJ trying to give me points.
Cowboys could be
Okay.
the only team in the NFL and I'd still be
Pretty
like they're the worst
bad.
team in the NFL.
Man.
Yeah, Dak
Well,
Prescott.
Cowboys could go
Offense.
undefeated and I'd still be like they trash.
I like Dak Prescott.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Sorry to everyone.
Nah, we're good, man.
Oh, that was holding. God, he came on the line. Damn.
Dude,
Let's
there's
see
so
what-
much holding. Every play there's
Where the
holding.
fuck is, when did he throw the
I
ball?
feel like
What the
every
fuck?
play there's
When did-
holding
Oh shit.
at this point.
Oh shit.
It is blatant.
24.
3rd and
Man.
24.
Who's the call?
Oh, God damn.
He's about to beam that joint. Kelsey right down the middle, touchdown.
Why?
Yeah,
Why do you want that, dude?
I don't,
Why?
but he be just doing that all the time, and I just I'm tired of it, honestly. And then they're gonna cut to Taylor again, doing the freaking doing a dance as if I don't want to see her try to dance on beat.
I'm not gonna lie,
Now,
bring back
now,
Jason. I like when they were cutting
now,
to Jason
now, if
last week.
Taylor,
That
if
shit was
Taylor
cool.
shows up in my goddamn progressive commercials, then we're gonna have a freaking problem. Okay, let Travis have that.
Wait. Are you going to bat for progressive commercials?
Well, look,
Yes,
That's your
You
choice
respect
commercial.
Progressive auto insurance.
you respectful.
progressive is
No.
on my screen right
I
now.
love, I
So
love
Always
That's
been there
just
for
a
me.
wild ass thing. It's like, don't you dare show up in my progressive commercial.
and don't-
progressive was
Yeah.
just some,
You can litter yourself all across this NFL game, but you better dare not show yourself.
Show them my progressive commercial. I swear to God.
Progressive was just on my screen at that time. Progressive was just on my screen at that time. So don't.
Aiden, I'm glad that shit is funny as fuck, bro. That shit is funny as fuck. I'm not even.
Hey, we're going live around 6 because he's dropping a diss track. We're going live around 6. I got some stuff to clean up, but we're going live.
Nope. Loft, she rescheduled it. It's coming out at midnight tonight. It's coming out at midnight. Yes, football is on tonight. They knew nobody was going to listen to that. Football is on.
My God. I have work in the morning.
Oh damn!
Oh damn!
Why is she? Oh my, bro! It's a 3-minute song. It's literally 3, maybe 4. She could be rapping for an hour. Why, bro? So stupid. She's on crack, man.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, that's our Rumble stuff and more. That's usually what you get here.
Yeah, I totally forgot what we were talking about.
That's our Rumble stuff and more. I'll put the and more at the end of this title here because that is what we're going to be doing here. But I appreciate everybody that came out here. Trent, this was a successful weekend, man. We did the damn thing. You wanted to be on the show. You were asking me all week, Phil, what do I have to do to get on this show? And I'm like, you know what you have to do? Contact me. That's it. You're in. Like, it's really not that hard to find me. Yeah, you got that.
Phil sounds like an army recruiter, bro.
Army strong. You
want a Camaro? All you got to do is call me. Just call me.
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't give you guys cars. But
we can get you into basic training next week.
All you got to do is say hi.
Bro, that is my favorite thing. Apparently, there's a whole section of like TikTok, I guess, because I guess women don't have to sign up for it. They're all finding out their boyfriends had to sign up for selective service when they turned 18. It is the funniest shit ever. Because they're all just like, babe, is this thing? He's like, yeah, you choose which branch you prefer. And when you turn 18, you got to do it. And she's like, why didn't I have to do it? He goes, well, there you go. That should tell you right there.
Right. You just right there. You just answered your question, man.
But yeah, a great successful weekend. Trent, you're welcome back anytime. This was awesome as always. And we're on the road to WrestleMania.
Because we actually let people on here, unlike BTBC. Just kidding, we love those guys. This ain't actual be fucking around.
What'd they get that for?
People would be like, oh my god, they're taking shots.
Well,
because they never let me and Phil on the damn show.
There's been 70 episodes.
This man
and I feel like
came in our live last night and said, "Loft, come join." And we said, "What about us?" He's like, "Nah, not enough room."
There's not enough room.
You just stole our person, though.
There was mad people in there, though. I ain't gonna lie. It was like 7 people in there, 6, 7 people in there.
Okay, so
Phil, they're racist. That's what it is. They're racist against
all black. They're all black, except Darian.
Exactly. They don't acknowledge Phil as black, and that's the problem. We all know Phil is black.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Phil's the black.
You might have won in that one. I don't know.
Man, it's hard out here. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say.
There's been 70 episodes for a pimp.
I thought that I didn't want to sing it.
There's been 70 episodes of that goddamn podcast, and Lau's probably been in like how many?
Hey,
10?
Wrestle Talk Mania,
10,
BTBC
10,
versus OTB.
10,
there we go.
10,
There we go,
10,
Phil. That's our Mania match.
Damn.
10.
Phil, there we go.
10 out of 70.
Wrestle Talk Mania, BTBC versus OTB.
I'm not doing that. I'm already on. I already have a match.
Look, I already got a big task ahead of me. Okay.
We got a lot of stuff we gotta do before.
No, y'all like it. It must be nice. It must be nice.
You saw the size video.
Wrestle Talkamania.
Wrestle Talkamania.
Wrestle Talkamania. I'll send you the promo. as soon as we get off here, Trent, because it's crazy, dude. If you really get in this, man, in this community for Wrestle Talk, man. I mean, I already know you haven't like thick enough skin to, go at it with these people, but man, you're gonna have fun. You're gonna have fun.
Once a year, we're gonna argue with each other and wonder if Wrestle Talk is dead. That happens once every year.
Yes.
It's not dead. We just have that same argument every year for multiple different reasons.
Here's why Wrestle Talk is dead.
It's okay. It's just we do it all the time. It's a great.
It changes. It changes.
Oh, don't forget the best part. There's always one person each year who brings us all together to where people who hate each other literally defend each other. Yes. Axel and Zay is still wild to me that Axel defended Zay. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Where's Earl?
What is going on here?
Where's my man Earl?
Where is Earl?
Earl's gone.
Why did that man disappear forever? All he did was say a lame take.
I didn't get the video.
All he said. Well, not all he said. It was a bad take. But he said that if you don't have at least some sort of WWE merchandise or any merchandise from a company, you're not a real fan of professional wrestling.
And then everyone just said,
you're not a real fan of professional wrestling if you don't have any type of merchandise whatsoever.
It was a crazy shot to take.
And he's good forever. But this man, DJ, goes, you can't mourn Bray Wyatt because you don't know him personally. And he's still around on Wrestle Talk for some reason.
He's still around Wrestle Talk, yeah.
Yeah, he was wild.
That one was crazy.
Bro, we all came in on that man.
Everybody did.
I don't mess with
bro, and he's still on that shit too.
I think if you can be a wrestling fan. Like, if you're a casual wrestling fan, I'm not gonna shit on you, bro. You watch like a couple shows a year, like who gives a fuck? And if you're hardcore as fuck and you watch every wrestling show in the world, good on you, bro. Like, you know what? Like,
as long as you put on deodorant when you go to them shows, I don't have a problem.
Bro. As long as you look like a human going to those shows, bro, we all good.
And stop being weird to these goddamn wrestlers, bro. Stop waiting for them in airports. That shit's weird.
Yeah, bro.
And
what if they did that to you?
Yeah, actually, whatever. Nah, you like don't fucking stalk.
And don't even get me started on the guy that said that the whole Mark Briscoe thing this past Dynamite or whatever. Whenever that Dynamite.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. That AEW and Tony Khan are profiting over Jay's death because of ultimately what happened last year. Dude,
that was a wild ass thing to say.
That wasn't even a take. That was just a stupid.
That was just stupid.
That was just dumb.
That's just a stupid thing.
Like
disrespectful one.
And some people would be saying stupid shit and be like, "Oh, that's just a hot take." No, it's not. You're just an asshole.
You're just saying stupid stuff. That's all. That's like
you're just an asshole who knows the word "hot take" and you throw it on everything.
Yeah, there's always that one person that is going to bring this, community quote unquote together, but ultimately you're gonna have thick skin in order to join this. But knowing you and the way that you honestly just conduct yourself and go about it in terms of pro wrestling sense, you'd be fine. I'm not like trying to say all of this, to just scare you out of doing content or whatever. But hey, look,
ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody tough.
It's a good time, and especially when you have people like this around you that are going to be, respectful and actually, go through things. It's fun. It's fun.
I think it's a point in life, just like you're gonna meet people you don't necessarily see eye to eye with, and just how it goes. So
it's part of the show.
Yeah,
because they love doing the same thing. Like they'll argue with you and they'll be like, "Bro, if I see you in person, I'll whoop your ass." And then you find out they live like in the same city, and you're just like,
"That's weak as fuck."
It's like, brother, we probably passed each other walking one day, and like, what?
Trying to fight someone over a body slam is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Trying to fight someone over Monday Night Raw.
Saying, how you mad at me for saying Hogan is ass, and now you want to fight me for that?
How you mad about a headlock? Like, you stupid. Shut up.
Racist.
Like, dude, it's crazy. But hey, you know, it's ultimately up to you, man. You got this. And like I said, this is a fun community to be a part of. But ultimately, this is what we're all about right here for OTB. Doing the damn thing, talking about pro wrestling, having a fun time doing it. And that's ultimately what this was created for. We started this on the day the fans came back for a reason. I talked to Love that day when the fans were ultimately coming back, and I told him we weren't doing this thing until fans came back because I ultimately didn't want to do it during the Thunderdome era.
Yeah.
We weren't watching at that time, and we were like, dude, we're not gonna try to review these shows that are so lifeless.
It's not one. It wasn't good.
No, it's not like it wasn't good or whatever, but they were just lifeless in terms of no crowd. And I was like, dude, I'm not doing that. We gotta have these fans here in order to do it. And that's what we did that for. And now we're really close to 800 subs. 1,000 is coming this year. 1,000 is coming this year.
We're getting there, baby.
So it's like that's the goal. We're aiming high. We're doing it, and it's a great time.
Hell yeah.
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 All right, guys. Now we're getting out of here now. I appreciate everybody that joined us here today, that joined us all weekend long. This was a very, very fun time, a very successful weekend for OTB, and we will continue on to do the damn thing. This was awesome, and we will see you the next time we see you.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
So have a good one. Oh,
Phil, hold on.
yeah,
real quick.
Yeah.
TJ, why are you wearing a jacket with no shirt under?
Oh God! You just noticed that?
That is disgusting. What are you doing?
Because this ain't even a jacket. It's like one of those that you get off TikTok shop. That's like the material of a shirt, but it looks like a jacket.
You're wearing a TikTok shop jacket with no shirt.
He did order that off the TikTok shop.
Oh.
Yes.
I just saw you open it. Like, why I see black skin?
Hey, why are you mad at me for wearing a jacket with no shirt? But wrestlers do it all the time.
You're not a wrestler.
You don't know that.
No, I know that. I'm talking to you right now. I know that. You're sitting in the room talking to me.
Just for that, when I do start training to wrestle, I'm the first promo I'm cutting. I'm throwing you in there too.
I'm gonna throw another one. Tell you to put an undershirt on. Then we'll just talk about that. You look crazy right now. Hell
no. See, this is also what you get around these parts here. This is also what you get.
But yet Phil has still yet to offer me a full-time contract.
Bro, we're a part of the MEP network. What else do you want?
I want to feel important, Phil.
I want the show here. I want to defer it all to 2073.
Outside the brand featuring TJ Gatsby. Is that what you want?
That's a nasty feature. Featuring. Featuring.
I'll just go, Phil, I'm requiring you to shout us out in every single episode. I'm requiring you to do something like mention us more, Phil. We just feel like you're not mentioning us enough. You know,
look, because I can get my guy Rob to do that.
What you did. Oh, I get it. You made it funny.
Oh wait, yeah.
You made it funny.
I got it now. I got it now. Again, Trent, we'll tell you after this.
Plus, if I wanted to, y'all, I would literally tell Phil, "Hey, I'll be like, Phil, how much should I got to pay you to throw an MEP logo in this bitch somewhere?"
I see 2 right now.
Well, this is a special one. This is. Oh, I guess he do be using this one now.
Right there.
When did I make this one? When the fuck did... No, because this was supposed to be for a special joint collaboration one.
Yes. Well,
I was like, when the fuck did we brand outside the brand?
These layouts here were because TJ wanted to broadcast a stream that he was doing on MEP, also on OTB. So he was trying to figure out some sort of way to put these two together. And this is what happens. And then you made a 5-man, and then you made a 6-man as well. and then that was it.
Phil, we become the very thing we've sought to destroy. Branded as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
We are now a TV channel. You are the New York Yankees. Man.
No, nah, that's dirty. That's dirty.
That's crazy. That's
I
crazy.
love that promo.
I'd rather you
love
call
that
me a
promo.
slur, sir. I would rather be called a
I love
slur.
that promo.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Cena was pissed.
New York Yankees.
That was the
Bro, if I was in a
funniest
promo
thing
battle with somebody and they called me the New York Yankees, fuck this
Oh.
mic. I'm beating your ass, bro. Like you might as well have said some shit
Mad.
about my mama if you call me the New York Yankees.
I hate that dude, but he was cooking Cena on that joint. He was on his
Oh, it was, bro.
Yo.
Uh,
All right,
okay, let's get out of here. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy the rest of playoff football. We got the second half to get into, and then we got the game tonight where the Lions can hopefully finish their own story and get
Lions.
to the Super
Hey,
Bowl.
if Cody Rhodes is at the game tonight, just know that means the Lions are winning.
Oh, come on, baby.
Facts.
Come on
I
now.
better want him out. Or actually, it's
All right.
December or whatever.
Have a good one, guys. Stay safe. God bless. Love each other. Love pro wrestling. And peace. Do the thing.
And get y'all some
Do the
bitches.
thing. Do the thing. What does he say? What does he
It's the
say?
boy, Jay Aries.
Yeah.
All right now. Yeah.
All right now.
Peace, lead. Peace, love, and soul.